Hello, and welcome back. It is an absolute cracker of a day here in Victoria. It's about 30 degrees, light to moderate southeasterly, plenty of swell around, but the wind is just not favourable. If you got out there this morning, there was waves to be had. I did go for a little bit of a paddle. It was okay. It was nice to get wet. And then got home, had something to eat, and I was like, yeah, today I'm gonna film another video. And I'm really excited for this one. And there is no structure to this, so we'll probably go this way and that way and this way and that way, but we'll continue to keep coming back to simplicity. And today we're talking about integration and embodiment through the lens of health. We've had some epic conversations up until this point, but I believe nothing is as important than what we're about to speak into today: integration and embodiment. What do I mean by this? So, if we have a desire to become healthy, quite often we need to understand the foundations, like we've spoken about. We need to learn about what's right for us. But most importantly, we need to integrate and embody the information that's coming in. But unfortunately, there's too much information coming in, and we've spoken about this: the noise, the distractions, social media, whatever platform of social media you're seeking information from when it comes to health. We've got ChatGPT now, which was what we've spoken about. But I'm now talking about the integration of what you do know. Allowing the information that you do know, the information that you receive, to be fully integrated into you and your lifestyle. And not only integrated, but fully embodied. Because a lot of the time, I truly believe, hands down, most of us know what to do. Or we know what is deemed healthy and unhealthy. I mean, that's a whole nother discussion in itself. But where we come unstuck is the integration of what we know. How can we listen to the information and allow that to then be integrated into aligned action? So the information then becomes integrated and embodied into us. It becomes a part of us, not our full identity, but something that is now integrated into our nervous system, into our internal and external environment. And it's not just another fad, trend, trial. It's a full embodiment. And the integration part is really interesting, because how much of anything we can integrate is so contextual to the individual, their current lifestyle, their current work situation, family situation, financial situation. And so when we look through the lens of social media, or we look at others and what they're doing and how much they're able to integrate whatever health looks like for them, we're starting to now compare ourselves to what others are doing and achieving and integrating and embodying when it comes to health and what it looks like for them. Maybe they're working for themselves. Maybe they're in a different position to you financially. Maybe they have more time freedom. And so therefore, they can integrate a lot, quote unquote, more than maybe what you can in this particular moment. They can embody a little bit more than what you can in this particular moment, because they don't have as many roadblocks and challenges in their way for them to be able to integrate and embody whatever health looks like to them. But then it leaves us feeling depleted, flat, not good enough. Because I can't do that. I can't do all of that. And that's okay. And it comes back to what can we integrate and embody in this moment. So again, we've spoken about the foundations of health. If you haven't watched that video, I'd encourage you to go back. We've spoken about blocking out the noise, getting rid of the distractions. We've spoken about creating intention and bringing awareness to how we feel throughout life in any moment with our health. We've spoken about coming out to places like this and deeply connecting to ourselves, connecting to nature. We've spoken about presence and patience, being completely present in what we do, being patient and trusting. And before we even begin to take action on any of it, we have to ask ourselves, can I integrate the information? So I'm receiving information through whatever lens it's coming in, and I can sit with it, and I am confident, hand on my heart, that I can integrate this information into the context of my lifestyle, so it becomes the content of what I do. And can I fully embody it? Can I fully embody it, whatever it is? Whether it's water, whether it's spending more time out in nature, whether it's eating in-season whole foods that are organic, whether it's going and selecting our foods from local farmers markets, whether it's movement, sleep, whatever it is, that's the medium. That's the tangible thing. So I know it. I know what to do. I've received the information. It speaks to me. It lands. I understand it. But can I integrate it? Can I now take the aligned action that's required for it to then integrate into myself, into my nervous system, into my physical body, into my psyche, into my consciousness, into my soul? Because without the integration and the embodiment, it's just information. And I agree. I think it's a powerful quote that knowledge is power. But knowledge is powerless without the integration. It's just knowledge. It's just noise. It's just information. Therefore, when I speak into these videos, I'm not giving anyone a definitive answer, because I don't believe there is one, because there's so much context to understanding the person receiving the information, i.e. you listening to this right now. And so if you are listening to this right now, you're probably thinking, yeah, like I know I need to bring awareness to my water, my food. I know that I should be bringing awareness to my light environment. I know I should be training more. I know I should be getting out in nature more, doing all of these things, but I have a hard time integrating that into my life because of X, Y, and Z. And this is where we have to understand, even though it's probably coming from the right intention, when you're watching people deliver their language of health through the lens of Instagram, and quite often it's coming from fear, are we then receiving that from fear? And then are we acting and operating out of fear? I need to do this. I have to do this. I must do this. They're telling me it has to look like this. I need to do this morning routine, this type of training. It's all about light. It's gut health. It's so much noise. And we've spoken about simplicity and patience and trust. When we receive information, can we sit there once receiving it and go, yeah, I trust that this is the right decision, is the right practice for me. And now what I'm going to do is integrate that practice, that learning into my lifestyle, try it on, dance with it, see how it feels. It's integrating. It's making sense. It's allowing me to feel really good. Now it's embodied. Now it's deeply rooted in my nervous system, in my psyche, in my soul. It's no longer something I have to even bring awareness to. It's just something that is pure isness. It's integrated into our identity. It's not our full identity, it's integrated into our identity. Like, I don't really need to think about drinking filtered water because I have a water filter at home and it's the only option. I pour water from the tap into the big water filter and I fill up my drink bottle and I drink water. Every single time I go to the farm, it's a habit. It just falls out of me. We just drive up to the farm every Thursday and collect all of our food, all of our milk, and it just is. It's really something that we don't even need to think about anymore. Training. It doesn't really matter what training looks like for me. Training is now a part of my identity. Being out in nature like this is a part of my identity. It's not my full identity, it's a part of it. It's integrated and fully embodied. Filming these YouTube videos. So I was consciously aware that I didn't want to play the Instagram game anymore. Cool. Okay. That's not a part of my identity anymore. Maybe I'll try this long form YouTube thing on. Next thing you know, I film a video and I'm like, oh, I think this might be it. I think this might be it. Then I filmed another one and then another one. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh no, I'm integrating this into my life now, and now I'm fully embodying it right now, fully embodying it. This is it. This is how I desire to show up for now. I think for a long time ahead, but for now it definitely feels like it's integrated and embodied. But at the start, when you do something like, I guess, bring awareness to your health through the physical lens, whether it be nutrition, movement, breathing, posture, the way you chew food, water, light, nature. It's usually just a thought and it's information coming in, and then usually what happens is we try it. We try it on. How does that feel? Yeah, that feels great actually. Or not. Well, that feels really good. And then because it feels really good, your magnetic pull towards doing the thing becomes more and more and more until bang, it's integrated. It's embodied. It's a part of my identity. I'm building my character. But again, this is probably another conversation. We don't necessarily want or need to build our whole identity around health. Oh, this is my identity now. Like, health is my identity. It's a part of it, because to build your identity, your character, it's deeper than just health. And health is obviously so complex and vast and means so many different things. But there are other things that are a part of my identity that I integrate and embody that, I mean, I guess you could class as health, but are just ways of being. Ways of being. You know, like listening to music. I love collecting records. I love, shopping for vintage clothing. I love surfing. I mean, surfing's, a movement practice, but I'm building my identity around, becoming a surfer. It's not my whole identity. I'm just allowing it to be a part of it. But I'm allowing surfing to integrate into my lifestyle. So, again, like all of these videos, it's just a simple invitation to sit with where you're at. And maybe you don't need more information right now, because maybe you know enough. Maybe you know the basics of health, and you've sat with what you do know and you're like, oh, I know it. But maybe the invitation is around integrating it into you and your lifestyle and fully embodying it. So then it just becomes is. It is just a part of you. It's isness. It's the way of being. It's your way of being. So again, the invitation might be to maybe consume less right now and sit with what you do know and what you have read, what you've researched, what you've learnt, what you've received from friends, from mentors, from coaches. And maybe you feel like it's quote unquote not working for you because there hasn't been enough integration and enough embodiment of whatever it is that you're learning about or have learnt about. I think we can become so addicted to trying to find the next thing that it dilutes the now. And because we haven't yet integrated and embodied what we do know, we're then on to the next thing. Oh, that's not working. It must be this thing. It must be this thing. Now everyone's talking about this. Now it's this, and it's biohacking, and it's just more noise again. It's more noise again. And quite often I say, even though our health feels complex and complicated, it doesn't necessarily require complex and complicated solutions. Maybe it can be simplified. Maybe there's not enough trust, not enough integration, and not enough embodiment of the basics of health. The simplicity of health and how it should be. And the integration may not have had enough time to integrate, which therefore you couldn't yet fully embody it. And I also have played around with this quote, once you know the why, the how becomes easy. And I agree. I still agree with that quote. Like, once you know why this diet works, why drinking filtered water compared to unfiltered water works, why being outside, soaking up the sun works on a physical, mental, emotional, spiritual level, why getting your feet on the earth works, why slowing down and chewing your food works, why eating whole foods works, an in-seasonal approach, an organic approach, why it works. So, yeah, once you know the why, the how becomes easy. But then again, quite often, we still don't know yet how to embody the how to take aligned action on the how. How do we do it? I know water works, but what, do I just drink heaps of water? Is there timing to it? How do I integrate that? The food, how do I integrate that into my life? The nature, how do I integrate that when I'm working inside all the time? How do I fully embody it when I work a 9-to-5 job and then I have a family and all of these external situations that are happening around me? How can I integrate it and embody it? I know it works, so thank you for letting me know that it works, but how do I the individual, integrate and embody it? And this is where, when people provide information on any lens, right? They provide information, you receive it, but they have an expectation that you will be able to integrate and embody it because they believe you're in their position. Oh, you'll be able to do that morning routine. You'll be able to do that nervous system regulation, that breath work. You'll be able to do this. You'll be able to spend all time outside. You'll be able to do this, do that, and do that. But they don't understand the context with the person receiving it. So if they don't understand the context, how do they know that the content that they're delivering is right for you if they don't understand the context of the person receiving it, with the person receiving it? They don't know you. They don't know what's going on in your life. They just expect that the information that they're throwing out at you will just simply be received and integrated. And this is where having a conversation with a coach can not only allow you to go into the information, which I think is great, by the way, but then also to ask more about the context, the intentions, and then to really help you integrate whatever it is into your lifestyle and fully embody it. I had such a beautiful and powerful conversation with a client this morning who knows it all. I mean, not it all, but knows more than enough, more than what you need to know about health, especially on the physical lens. Knows all about the food, knows all about the water, knows all about the sleep, knows all about the light, knows all about the nature, knows all about the grounding. But is having challenges allowing all of that to be integrated into her lifestyle, because she's a nurse that works 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, under blue light, under non-native EMFs, which again is totally okay. But because there's a lot of people speaking about the fear of working under blue light, the fear of working a job like that, the fear of the non-native EMFs, she now has the fear that she's not doing enough. But it comes back down to what she can integrate and embody into her lifestyle. She doesn't want to quit that job, and I'm definitely not going to make her quit that job. It's a part of her identity. So now the question is, okay, cool, where are you at? Great, got you. How much can you integrate? Okay, cool, got you. Now let's practice that. Let's bring awareness to that. Let's try it on. Let's see how the shoe fits. Give it a week, give it 2, give it 3, and now whatever we can integrate and embody is now a part of you. It's a part of your identity. And you feel connected with what it is that you're doing and how much of it you can do. I really do believe, and I'm so passionate about this, that it could be the missing link for a lot of people. And the way that I explain it is, so we have someone here and they desire to be over here. And they kind of know all of the things that they should be doing, but they're still here. And like, oh, I know I should be doing this, and I'm doing too much of this and not enough of that. And so, okay, but you told me you want to go here, yeah? Yeah, cool. It's about allowing us to build the path and walk on it at the same time. So we go, okay, why don't we start here? How does that feel? Really good. We integrate and embody just that small thing, and then we walk a little bit further. Oh, that feels really great. That feels in alignment. That's aligned action. That's not causing too much stress. Cool. How about now that we've done this, we step to another edge and we build a little bit more of the path, and then we walk on it and we integrate and embody whatever that piece is, practice is, intervention is, health choice is. Oh, that feels really good. And we continue to keep walking. And we're walking towards the dream version of ourselves. But then all of a sudden, we come to a complete stop and we go, oh, there's a dragon in the way. And so what usually happens is we try to walk around the dragon, walk around it and avoid it, rather than stopping where you are and realizing that whatever this challenge is, mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, we're still on the path, but we slay the dragon. Boom. Oh, all good? All clear? Okay. And now we keep moving forward. A lot of people will kind of avoid that, push it away, suppress it, whatever the challenge is. Don't allow the dragon and the slaying of the dragon to be integrated, but then usually the dragon comes way later down the track and bites them on the bum, and then they've got to come all the way back and then feel like they start again, rather than just, okay, I'm still on the path, I'm going to slay that dragon, whatever it is, whatever healing needs to happen, still on the path. I'm just not necessarily moving forward right now, I'm not necessarily moving backwards. I've slayed the dragon. That feels good. Now I'll continue to keep learning, integrating and embodying. Learning, integrating and embodying. And you continue to keep building that path until you get to Dream Island, whatever that looks like for you. But again, it also comes down to understanding the individual that you're working with, and that's receiving the information. What does their dream island look like? The dream version of themselves. And where are they now? And then the path does become a lot clearer, rather than just looking at them as a bunch of symptoms and looking at them as, dysfunctions and limitations and symptoms. You're seeing them as the human, and you're seeing the dream version that they desire to get to. They're connected to it, but we're also aware of where they are now, and that creates a really solid starting point. Then we know the information to give them because we understand the context. Deliver the content, integrate and embody, move forward. Integrate, embody, ascend. Integrate, embody, ascend. Integrate, embody, ascend. You can't integrate and embody, don't ascend yet. Keep integrating, keep embodying. You don't need to learn anything else right now. You just need to continue to be in it, integrate it, and embody it. So, thank you all again for listening. I mean, I could have gone so many ways, and there's probably more I could speak into, and maybe I will. But all you need to understand right now is it's not always about information as much as it is about integration. So maybe it's less noise, less learning, and more embodying. If this speaks to you, come into my free stream of consciousness, a free group, a two-way communication portal where we can have deeper chats like this, but with a part of a beautiful, like-minded community, people like you. You deserve to be in this space. And if this speaks to you and you feel that pull then come and hang out, or not. That's totally cool. But once again, thank you all for listening, and I'll see you next time. Peace.